Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I go about filling in my eyebrows. If you didn't already know, I actually shave the outer part of my eyebrows off and completely start from scratch. And the reason why I do this is they grow in really funny and I'd rather just create my own shape. Now, the product I use to fill in my eyebrows is Anastasia Beverly Dipbrow Pomade, and this one's in dark brown. As you can see here, what I do is I start by creating a strong line underneath the eyebrow. I then extend this out into the shape that I want the outer part of my eyebrow to be in. Normally I take this higher than my natural brow, but you can just shape this however you want, if you want it to be more arched, etc, etc. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the top line. I start usually from the middle of my brow and I extend that out to meet the very tip that I've just drawn, as you can see here. You don't need to worry about being too neat, or if you think you've messed up, then don't worry about it, because we're going to go in with concealer afterwards and that'll be your opportunity to clean everything up and make it a lot neater. So what I'm doing now is I'm then just going inside the lines that I've just drawn and just roughly filling it in with the Dipbrow Pomade from Anastasia. What I like to do is I like to fill in the outer part of the brow first, because you've got the most product on your brush at that point, and I think it looks a lot more natural if the outer half is a bit darker. Then as I've got less and less product on my brush, I move forward to the front of the brow so that it gives a nice ombre effect or faded effect. As you can see here, sometimes what I like to do is line the angled brush up with the line of the brow and then just flick upwards and downwards just to give a softer effect at the front. And then what I do is I just play around with it until I've got the gradient that I want in the brow. Again, as I said, don't worry about the edges of the brow, because if you've made any mistakes, we're now going to go in with concealer. The concealer I'm using here is Illamasqua's concealer, and I think it's in the shade 115, just a light shade of concealer. And what I'm doing is I'm just going under the brow and I'm basically carving out the shape that I want, just tidying up any bits that I feel are a bit messy, or if it's too thick, I'm just kind of going over it with the concealer just to get the exact shape that I want. And then taking the angled brush, this one's from Hair and Makeup Addiction, and I'm just sweeping downwards and just blending that concealer in so you don't see a harsh line. Then going towards the front of the brow, when I've got less product on the brush, I'm then just underlining that brow and blending it in as well. I like it when there's less product on the brush at the front, because I think it can be slightly harsh if you've got too much there, whereas at the outer part of the brow it kind of acts as a brow bone highlight as well, so I think it works a lot better if you've got more product there. Then defining the tip and carving it out, I'm taking another bit of concealer on the brush, and if you notice the way that I'm actually holding the brush, this helps a lot to get the shape that you're looking for. Some of you might find the concealer on top a bit harsh. You don't have to do this. I only do this if I'm doing like a makeup look for my Instagram or something. I don't tend to do this day to day. I feel it's a bit much or a bit dramatic. But if you like that, then you go ahead and do it. I think it's really great for defining the brow. And once I've done that, I'm just blending it out so you don't see any harsh lines. And then once you've done that, what I'm going to do is just take the product that's left on the brush and pull down a straight line at the front of the brow just to create where the brow stops. Okay, so that's that done. What to do now is just do the same on the other side, and you should have something that looks like this. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this and found it useful. If you did, like, favourite, comment, etc, etc, that would really help, and I'll see you in the next video.